In this video, we're going to have a look at some reading tasks where people are describing their opinions about where they live. And let's have a look at the key instruction it gives us at the top. Lee los textos. Read the text. ¿Qué opinan? What do they think? Their opinion. Escribe P, positivo. Write P, positive. N, negativo. N for negative. Or P más N. Or P and N, if it's a combination of positive and negative. So feel free to pause the video for a moment now while you have a look at the four texts and decide whether they're positive, negative, or both. Muy bien. So let's read through the four texts now, and as we get to the end of each one, we can discuss whether they are positive, negative, or both. Prefiero vivir en el campo. I prefer to live in the countryside. Porque la vida es más relajada. Because life is more relaxed. No hay tanta industria. There isn't as much industry como en la ciudad, as in the city. Lo malo es que the bad thing is that hay bastante desempleo. There is quite a lot of unemployment. So we can see there, in terms of the opinion about living in the countryside, he talks about prefiero, I prefer. He also mentions lo malo, the bad thing. So because there's a combination of something positive, like being more relaxed, and something negative, the bad thing, then we're going to have a P and N. Okay, let's have a look at Leonora. Mucha gente dice que. Lots of people say that. El centro de la ciudad es ruidoso. The center of the city center, is noisy. Pero el barrio donde vivo, but the area, the neighborhood where I live, es muy tranquilo, is very calm or peaceful, quiet. Además, hay tantas áreas de ocio y parques In addition, there are so many areas of leisure, so many leisure areas and parks donde la gente puede descansar. Where people can relax. So for Leonora, you can see that even though she mentions some reference to something negative in terms of it being noisy, it's not actually her opinion. She says lots of people say that. When it comes to her actual opinion, she says it's quiet, and she refers to leisure areas and parks. So everything she says, her opinion, is actually positive. Let's have a look at Mateo. Vivo en el campo. I live in the countryside. Y por desgracia, and unfortunately, la red de transporte público no es tan fiable. The public transport network literally the network of the network of transport public is the Spanish word order, but yeah, the public transport network is not so reliable. Además, las tiendas están demasiado lejos. In addition, the shops are too far away. Qué pena. What a shame. So we can see that everything he mentions about where he lives is negative. Talks about it not being reliable and too far away. Whenever you get words like demasiado, too, I think TOO in English, then that is generally an indication that something negative is being referred to. Okay, over to Pilar. Aunque vivo en la ciudad, although I live in the city, ya no hay tantos atascos como antes. There are no longer, there are not, but yeah, there are no longer so many traffic jams as before. Qué bien. How good. Sin embargo, however, en mi zona me aburro. In my area, I get bored. Porque no hay mucho que hacer. Because there isn't much to do. Worth me mentioning as well that here, ya no means no longer. So there are no longer so many traffic jams as before. So if we look at that, we can see that there no longer being traffic jams is a positive thing, and she reinforces that by saying que bien. Then she uses sin embargo. Sin embargo, however, whenever you see phrases like pero and sin embargo, it often refers to there being a contrast of positive and negative. So she goes on to talk about being bored and not being much to do. So therefore, Pilar's opinion is a combination of positive and negative. So now we talk through that. I recommend you rewind the video so you can practice your pronunciation and your translation into English in the gaps that I present between the Spanish and English. Oh yeah, over to you. Hasta luego.